Hello. Well, you know that you're gonna have a great live chat when it kicks you out within 1 minute of going live. That's good. That's fantastic. So we'll see how it goes. It let me go live. I literally said hello and it, boom, gone. Okay. So happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to another live chat. I'm just gonna pull up the chat here so I can watch the questions and comments come in. Whoa. I'm in a different setting. I typically do my lives. I was doing them in my kitchen because I thought they were better lighting wise for when I still had my red office and it was just so dark in here, even with, I have the ring light over here. I was like, I just thought it would be too dark, so I went into the kitchen and then I stayed in there a couple times because baseball games are on, but no baseball games. Cubs are out. So we're in the office and I think it works pretty well. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think about the lighting and such. I just have the ring light over here and then laptops over here so I can try to be watching the comments too. So that's what we're gonna do. I have my tripod just up one notch, but I still feel like I'm really short here. So happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you are having a great day. And here comes Aries. And no, I don't even have a table for you to sit at. No, because you're gonna knock my phone over. Do you want to sit on the chair? I'm gonna see if Aries will sit on the chair. Thank you, everybody. Come here. You want to sit on the chair? Well, then don't be mad at me. Okay, so this week, my God. Okay then, this week we're going to be talking about the pressures of being on YouTube and kind of just like social media in general. I did the Twitter poll and that's what was voted on. It was voted a lot. I think it was like 54% voted on seeing this video. So the eyeshadows that I'm wearing today are from the Morphe 3502 and the Jaclyn Hill palette. I basically just recreated Jaclyn Hill's, I think it was called her purple and rose gold smoky eye that she had on her YouTube channel. That's what I did today. It took a really long time and it's telling me I have a really bad connection, so I'm probably going to get kicked out at any point now. I don't know, I feel like I watch so many live streams and like I even watch live streams like on the replay. I never see people have this problem, like getting kicked out of YouTube lives. And I get kicked out. I mean, I've already been kicked out once and we've been on for 3 minutes. So I'm like, why? It must be my internet, but it's just really annoying. But, Aries, no. No, I don't know what to tell you. I got nothing for you. I'm just gonna try to ignore her and see what happens. So, we are talking about the pressures of being on YouTube and social media in general. I've been on social media since 2009 was when I started my book blog, which is called Chicklet Plus. And then, you know, from having the blog, I started a Facebook page and Twitter page and all of that. So that's kind of when I started getting into social media and whatnot. So long time, 8 years. 8 years I've been in the social media game and seeing how it's evolved and all that fun stuff. Do you want to come up on the chair or no? I don't know what you want. Let me see if she'll come up on the chair. Come here. Come here. Okay. Okay. Sit down though. You have to sit down. You have to sit down though because I have to talk to the camera. I swear, like, she's worse than having a child, because, like, seriously. Okay. Please, this is a live stream, and please stop asking questions about the giveaway. Like, every third comment is about my giveaways, and I can't see, like, the actual comments that are coming in because of those comments. So, like, that's just very strange to me. So, anyways, so we're going to be talking about the pressures of being on YouTube. And I kind of made a list, but then, you know, I would kind of want to see Brianna says dog mom problems. Yeah. Yeah, Amy, it's very strange. Aries, I'm gonna start ignoring you again. Sit down. Okay. Wow. So, I'm just, come on, get down, down. Okay, we're just gonna try to ignore Aries because I did that one other time and she finally just fell asleep and went away. So we're gonna try that again. So I'm sorry if you hear her whining, but this is what's happening right now. So I had a couple pressures that I wrote down, and I figured I'll just kind of start about one and then you know, kind of come in and see what you guys are saying, and you know, maybe what you guys think the pressures are, or if you guys are in social media, what you think some of the pressures are, and just kind of see where we go from there. She almost knocked the entire tripod over. Megan says, I just love your puppy. Oh, me too right now. Me too. Okay, so I feel like one of the pressures I feel like one of the pressures that I feel like is, I feel like YouTubers especially, I'm going to especially talk about YouTubers since we're on YouTube, but I feel like there's a pressure to, like, we can't make a mistake, ever. For some reason, YouTubers always have to be perfect, which is just, it's strange to me. You can't make a mistake, you can't mess up, you can't say the wrong thing, you can't do anything wrong, because people are just waiting for you to make that mistake. They are just waiting. And it's something that quite bothers me. And an example that I'll give is a couple weeks ago, like, these are the things, like my goodness. So, sorry, it says they're a very bad connection again, but I did a video about maybe like a month ago. I did a lipstick declutter, and in the video I talked about over 200 lipsticks, because I remember I kept like 150 and I decluttered another like 50 some. So I talked about over 200 lipsticks in that video, and most of them I recalled the names without looking at the lipsticks. I talked about the finish. Are they matte? Are they creamy? What's the long wear? Do they smell? Where I got them? I mean, all of this off the top of my head. I misspoke on one lipstick. Out of over 200 lipsticks, I had a Bite Beauty lipstick in there. I own 3 Bite Beauty lipsticks. 2 of them are in honeycomb, right? Honeycomb? Now I feel like I should look, because heaven forbid I say it wrong again. Let's see. Yes, honeycomb. I have 2 of these in honeycomb, which are nude. And then I have one from Bite, and it's in whiskey, which is really dark. So when I was going through the video, I pulled out whiskey, and I said it was honeycomb. I need more than 2 hands to count the number of comments on that video that was like, girl, that was not honeycomb. That something's wrong with your honeycomb. You said that wrong. Like, and I'm not trying to say that all of them were rude comments. Some of them were, like, actually calling me a name because I called the lipstick a wrong shade, which was strange, but not all of them were mean comments, but so many. I'm like, out of this entire video and me naming over 200 lipsticks, you found the one mistake I made. The one mistake I made. I feel like a pressure is that I feel like people just watch our videos and just wait for that slip up, wait for that mistake, that the wrong name we said, when the lighting goes wrong. I mean, just anything. They're just looking for you to make a mistake. And it's just crazy, because I feel like that's a really big, to me, I feel like that's a really big pressure, because it's just frustrating when you put so much into a video, so much time, so much effort, so much whatever, and then people find that one time that you messed up, and it's like, you can't make a mistake. You can't mess up. You can't misspeak. You just can't, because people are just behind their computers just waiting for it. And that's really, I feel like that's really hard. I feel like that's a pretty tough pressure. And it's kind of one that I thought, that's kind of one that I thought of right away. So, I don't know. There's that. I'm going to try to read the comments. I have to have usually my laptop's more in front of me, but now it's over to the side because I'm in my office here. So, let's see. Oh, man. Yeah, like even me just sitting here doing a live, I've already been told by people that my lipstick is too pale, that I'm gray on gray doesn't match, I'm blending it. And I mean, that's the thing that I'm saying. Like, there's a bigger picture here. I mean, more than what your makeup looks like and what your outfit looks like, there's a bigger picture. And it's just strange to me that people just want, I feel like people just want people to fail. I feel like we live in a community that, like, we love to build people up, but then we like to see them crash and burn. Like, that's how I feel. And across not just people, you know, even just like on social media, I just feel like in general, it's like our society wants to see people fail. We want to see people mess up. Because why do we have all of these YouTube channels about spilling the tea and exposing people? And, you know, we have all of these negative channels talking about how people messed up when they said the wrong thing, when they did the wrong thing. Where are the channels that are bringing people up, that are saying, this person did a good job? Where are those channels? Because I'll subscribe and I will watch those videos, but I don't see those. And all you see is the negativity. And, you know, it's like one person does something wrong on social media, like I was going to say in public, but like on social media, and all of a sudden we forget about all the great things that that person has done. We forget all of them. They could have been the best person their entire life. They make one mistake, they're done. They're done. And I'm like, how do we do this? And I'll state a specific example here. I was going to try to stay out of specific examples, but I'm kind of on a roll. But Tarte Cosmetics is a brand that I really enjoy. I like Tarte. I've liked Tarte for a long time. I've liked Tarte since before I had a YouTube channel. And they do really good things, I feel like. They have the Kiss and Makeup campaign, where they're always trying to talk about the exact subject kind of that we're on right now, cyberbullying. They created the Storm of Love after the hurricanes hit. They had Storm of Love, and they were raising money and, you know, donating and all this stuff. And I know that they put out something bad on Instagram, and I don't want to try to downplay anything bad that happens. I really don't, and I know somebody's going to come at me for that reason. But they put something not acceptable on Instagram, and just everybody blew up. And everybody, you know, I'm getting messages, I can't buy anything else from Tarte, I need to boycott Tarte. You know, all of the channels are, you know, exposing Tarte and all of these things. And I'm like, how come we only hear about all of these bad things, but I don't hear anybody talking about the Kiss and Makeup campaign? I didn't hear, like, it was very shortly after that they came out with Storm of Love. I didn't see anybody else talking about that, except for the influencers that were actually, like, involved with it. They were the only people that I saw even talking about it. You know, I put a tweet out about it because I was like, why isn't anybody talking about this? Why isn't anybody, like, trying to get the donations and, you know, trying to use our awareness? It's because we're too busy waiting for the next company or the next person to make a mistake so we can make the videos about it. Because that's what we want to see. We want to see the negativity. We want to see people fail. Say, ha, you failed. Done with you. It's really sad to me, honestly. It's really, really sad. I don't know. That's one thing I think. I'm all riled up. But I don't know. That's just one thing. It's hard, and that's hard. And it's a bummer to me, so okay. Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, let's see what you guys are saying. McKenna says, it's so weird to be talking about the pressures of YouTube while people live are roasting your makeup and outfit. Isn't that true? Like, it's just, you know, it's just interesting. Let's see. What else are we saying? I'm just gonna be reading some of the comments here, so don't mind me. Sorry I have to turn so much, but other than that, I was gonna have to put my laptop on my lap. I mean, laptop on your lap. Who does that? That's crazy. Let's see. Then my comments skip around. What are you guys saying? I hope the live, like, I hope this connection is going okay, because like, every 4 seconds it's telling me I have a bad connection. So, so Darcy Ann says, you're so right. So many aspects of people's lives are on social media, so all the viewers and people across the world can talk about how awful they are. Like, really, like, sometimes that's what it feels like. I mean, gosh, it's like you put out an opinion. I don't know, man. It's just... Let's see. Haley says they wouldn't say that to someone to their face. Technology makes people forget we're human sometimes. I definitely can see that. It's you know, it's so much easier to just talk, to write an email, you know, not saying things face to face, that's for sure. That's hard. It's hard, man. Oh, Margaret says, you love my nail polish. It's OPI Sweet Caramel Sundae. Is my nail polish. Let's see. Yeah, so a lot of you guys are saying that, you know, you feel like you can't make mistakes, and that's really is my biggest thing, is that you feel like you can't mess up. That's like a huge pressure that I feel. I feel like I can never mess up. Can't ever make a mistake. Let's see. Blue Ivy says it sells, it makes the ratings. And I totally agree with that. And it makes me sad, like that's what has to get our ratings these days. But it makes me sad, like I really dislike the shows like the Housewife show. I remember like trying to watch it when it first came out, like so many years ago, and it literally was just, it's, to me, from when I saw the couple episodes, it was like just women against women, women fighting against women all of the time, and I was like, this is a TV, this is really what we watch? This sucks. Like, that's sad. Where, what? Like, how is this still a popular show? It's, ooh. Let's see. Okay, I feel like I missed a bunch of comments again because it always skips around. Ugh. V asks, does this ever make you reconsider sharing your life on social media or aspects of it anyways? It definitely does. Does it make me reconsider sharing my life? I'm a person that I haven't always like put everything out there, and you guys might know, like I don't share my husband a lot. I don't necessarily like hide him, but he's not really on my social media a lot. You don't see him on like my Snapchat and stuff a lot. And I feel like maybe there's parts of my life that I try to protect a little bit more and keep a little bit closer to me, because then people are just out there, you know, nitpicking your relationships and things like that. And it's funny because I watch Katie and Desi, you know, I watch both of them. I watch their Snapchats, you know, all of that. And it's like, they'll even say when they're not together for a few days, that people are like, oh, Katie and Desi are fighting, and they're writing in, like, speculating why they're fighting and all these things, and it's like, man, like, that sucks, like, you know, so, I don't know, I'd almost feel like if there was a time where, you know, if Mitch wasn't on my Snapchat for so many days, people would be like, her marriage is in trouble, and it's like, what, huh? So, So yeah, I feel like I share a lot. I mean, I always have shared a lot, but I don't share it all, if that makes sense. And like even a lot of times when I'm around like my family members, like when my mom was here, I think I snapped one time with my mom and I had a filter on her, you know? Like, I don't know. That was a good question though. Let's see. Anna says, can you imagine meeting a stranger and telling you, girl, your eyeshadow is not properly blended? I know, right? Like, my thing is that I can't quite imagine like just going up to a random person like at a mall or something and like going up to them and being like, oh, excuse me, your eyeshadow, not good, not good. And then just walking away like, huh? How'd that happen? Like, I just can't imagine. And you know what? Maybe there are people out there that do that. I know I had a YouTube friend, she shared a story on her Snapchat once about like running into someone at a store and the person straight up said to them, I don't like your videos. And I was like, oh. I'm like, whoa. So there's probably definitely people out there, but I can't imagine just going up to someone that you don't know and just being like, your makeup, not good today. And then just walking away. Like, what? That's how I'm, like, wouldn't that be so weird? Okay, what's going on? Liz says, do you feel like you have to look and dress perfect for every video? I feel like at first I almost kind of did. Like when I first started out, I really would take a lot of time and like I would put consideration into like the clothes I was wearing and all of that stuff, and like I would try to have like a clean background and, you know, all of that stuff. I feel like I felt like that at first, and now I'm almost kind of more comfortable, like almost, but now it's almost even like more fun for me to do makeup, because when I first started, I wasn't like the best at makeup, which I'm still not the best at makeup by any means, but I really wasn't all that good at it. And now it's fun for me. Like this eye look took so long today. Oh my gosh, it took so long today. But I was having a great time doing it while I was doing it. So it's almost more fun for me now to play with makeup, because I feel like I'm, you know, getting better at it, or I'm at least feeling like I know more. So it's kind of strange, because it's like in the beginning I felt more pressure for that, and now I'm just kind of like, I'm more like laid back about it. You would think it would be the opposite, right? But Lynette says, I think I would run out of tops. There have been times where I have worn swimsuit tops in my videos. Because I was like, oh man, I feel like I always wear the same shirts, and I had a top that you couldn't tell in the video that it was a swimsuit top, because it was like regular straps and everything. But I've done that. I've done that before. Let's see. I feel like I'm not quite as much in the comments, because I'm like getting on long-winded things here, but I'm gonna try to come back in and see. A lot of you guys are saying the housewives are your guilty pleasure. That's funny. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to keep the topic focused on what we're talking about, just because I feel like I might have a lot. We're already 20 minutes in. You guys heard Aries drinking the water? It's funny. I'm gonna try to keep on topic, just because otherwise we can kind of get all over the place. So let's see. Goodness. Stop. Goodness. So Lisa says, I feel like if you do not agree with an influencer or enjoy their content, then just don't watch their videos. I never understand why people post negative comments repeatedly on someone's videos. I agree with that. I do think it's kind of strange. Because sometimes I'll watch videos and I'll go to leave a comment, and it's almost kind of like you can recognize the same names over and over in the comment section. And they're always saying like the same like nasty thing, and you're like, why are you still here? Like, I guess I can never figure out why people watch people that they don't enjoy. Because like when I get to a point where I'm not enjoying someone else's YouTube channel, then I just stop watching them, you know? That's what I do because I don't have time for that. So I don't know. I wish I knew why people did that, but yeah, if you don't like watching someone, just don't watch them. Just kind of move on. Good gracious, this live chat's getting interesting tonight, guys. Woo. Oh, Katie, you got that one. My goodness. Katie, didn't we think last week was going to be the crazy week, but it's actually going to be this week? My goodness. Pam says, do you sometimes feel pressure to post all the time or schedule or risk losing your followers? Yeah, I can't wait to tell my husband about this one. And my friends, this is fantastic about this live chat. Always something different. So do I feel pressure to post on a schedule? I feel pressure, but I have that pressure on me because I'm someone who I have to abide by a schedule. I have to, or literally my day is in shambles. And I've always kind of been that way. Like from this time to this time, I do this. And then from this time to this time, I do this. That's just how I have to have my days. So I have to have my YouTube schedule, but I don't feel pressure from anyone else to post on any sort of like particular basis. I put that pressure on me. So that was a good question. Let's see. I usually, if someone asks how long I do a live chat for, I usually stick around for like an hour or so. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, my comments keep sticking around. I know I saw another question. Let's see. Crystal says, I used to never even comment because the first time I complimented a YouTuber, I got tons of hate on my responses for that compliment simply because they didn't agree. That's awful. Wow. Wow. And I totally get that. And wow, I get that because there's been times, it hasn't happened much to me, but there has been certain times where like I've commented on someone else's video and someone's like disagreeing with me and I'm like, what? Like, okay, so just move on with your life. Goodness gracious. Ugh. I wish I was keeping up with the comments better because I'm not, but Katie is on it. Katie is my moderator. She's here every week with me and she does such a fantastic job. If you just click on her, she's the one, it's Katie Marie. She has a, what's it called? A wrench, I think is what we decided it was, a wrench buyer. If you click on her, you can go over to her channel and subscribe to her. She just hit 1,000 subscribers. So big congrats to her. So go to her channel and tell her that she's awesome because she always does such a good job moderating these videos. Okay, let's see here. Melrose says, are you worried about gaining followers and then gaining additional hate? It seems like the more followers, the more hate. Yeah, that's for sure. And you know, definitely something that I've noticed, you know, going from 0 to the 30,000. It's something that worries me for sure. But one thing that kind of bothers me too, like kind of on the same subject of this, is that you kind of constantly hear that because we're in social media like this, that what is happening tonight? Because we're on social media and such, we should expect hate. We should expect these bad comments. We should like it's part of the job. And that just kind of frustrates me because I'm like, why is that? Why I'm genuinely, I've always kind of been curious about that, because you see how like celebrities and stuff get treated. Like, I would be horrified. Oh, I'm back, sorry. Okay, they kicked me out, of course. But what I was saying is that with celebrities, like, I feel like it would be horrifying if I just ate like a burrito and chips and salsa and 3 margaritas, and then I leave the restaurant with, you know, a food baby, and then all of a sudden, you know, my picture is plastered across all these websites the next day with like circles, you know, around my stomach. She's expecting. I'm like, my gosh, like sometimes I see what these celebrities go through and I'm just like, oh. But it's just weird to me that people say that, you know, this has to come with our job. This is a part of it. And I'm like, can't we just be better at being human beings? Like, can't we just be better? No? That's not a thing? We can't do that? It's just so strange to me. So, oh man. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, yes, she was crying in the background, but now she has laid down, so maybe it'll last. Yeah, so Amy says, you're human, for crying out loud. I don't think people remember that. And I feel like that's true. Like, I don't know. It's strange to me how people can put people on social media. And I'm not just talking about YouTubers, but, you know, because I saw it even before I went on YouTube, the things that people would say about like authors and stuff. Because if you guys don't know, I've been in the book community since 2009. I'm a published author and I'm a book blogger. And I would read like book reviews that, you know, readers would leave for authors. And there's so many times where you read a book review that they're not even reviewing the book. They're roasting the author, which is like incredibly strange. So I saw that even before I went on YouTube, but it's like, why do we put people that put themselves out there, why do we put all this pressure on them to be a certain way? And, you know, I mean, that's something that I truly want to know. I don't have an answer to that question. That's something that I want to know. But it's just, it's strange. I remember I was so scared to publish my first book because I was like, oh my gosh, people are just going to roast. And they do. I mean, I just had a review in for my latest book where the reviewer talked more about me than they talked about the book. And I'm like, hello? Hello? I don't know. I don't know why that happens. I don't know. Ah. So, oh, Liz. Hi, Liz. Wildflower Liz says, I have so many friends who want to start a channel but are afraid of the hate. It's really sad. Yeah, I can definitely see that. I can definitely see being afraid, because one of the questions I feel like I get a lot is, you know, is it scary to put yourself out there? And yeah, I mean, yeah, it definitely is, because people are judging you on every aspect. My clothes and my makeup and like the decisions I make, the food I eat, what I spend my money on, what I don't spend my money on. I mean, it's wild. They judge legitimately every aspect of your life. The fact that I don't have kids, my gosh, that's judged all the time. Goodness, because you can't be 30 and not have a child without having something wrong with you. Like, crazy. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just reading your, just reading the comments here. You guys have a lot of good things to say, and you know, we're live, so the live chat will disappear after this video goes up as a regular video. But if anybody, like, if you have a comment that you feel really strongly about, or you know, things like that, the video will re-upload as a regular video once we're done with this one. So if you'd want to come back and leave any of these comments, because there's some good comments in here. There's some interesting comments in here. But there's some good comments in here if you guys would want to leave it on the regular video. So let's see. I thought I just had a question. B says, do you get easily annoyed with all the tips and suggestions subscribers leave in your video comment threads, even if it might veer on the edge of being constructive? Some people mean well, but I'd go nuts. It honestly, it can get hard. And you know, I feel like a lot of people are trying to honestly be helpful and to give constructive criticism, but sometimes it gets to be a lot. And again, I'm only at the 30,000 mark, so I can't imagine what some of the other people go through. But every single day, someone tells me that, you know, especially when I had the red room, every single day I got told I needed to paint my room. Every single day I need to change my background. I need to change my hair. You know, it's so strange. I get the comments like, you'd look better if you had all brown hair. I mean, I've had people tell me, you would look better if you were a redhead. I mean, you get all of these like different comments. And again, I know that some of them are truly, I feel like are truly trying to be helpful, but I feel like when you get so many comments in one day, it's just like you feel, it's like you feel them all going on your shoulders. Like, you're not good enough at this isn't good enough, your makeup's not good enough. What, like, it gets to be a lot. That's a good question. It definitely gets to be a lot, and I try, it sounds bad almost, but like, I tried not to pay too much attention to them, even the ones that I feel like are constructive criticism, because it's just too much. You know, obviously, I mean, if I tried to take every single comment from someone and change who I was and what my room looks like and all of that, there's no way that you're winning. I mean, there's no way that you can do that, and there's no way that you're winning, but it's just, that's a big pressure, because everybody has in their mind what they think is best or better for a person, or etc., but everybody is so different, so everybody has, you know, oh, I think this is better than this and this is better than that, so you can't please everybody. There's just no way at all possible that you can please everybody, but everybody wants to be pleased. Everybody wants you to be like what they want you to be like, and you just can't do that. It's an impossibility, but it does. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of, I don't know, it's a lot. It's a lot. That was a good question. Let's see. Oh, that's funny. You know, and there's lots of pressures too, because I know I've seen some of you guys asking about like physical appearance and stuff. I feel like there's definitely a lot of pressures to look a certain way too, for sure. And that sucks. I mean, I feel like that sucks. I feel like one of the most comments like that I see when I, you know, am on another channel and whatnot, and I'm looking through the comments, it's, your lips are too big. You know, this is on other people's channels and whatnot, but like, your lips are too big, or your filler looks bad, or, you know, things like that. And it's just interesting because this was months ago, but I remember I had a comment come in on YouTube and someone said, to quote, "You need to lay off the lip fillers." And I was like, I don't have lip fillers. I don't even feel like I have that big of lips. But it was interesting to me about that comment, because it wasn't even someone saying like, oh, did you get lip filler because your lips look filler? It was, you need to lay off the lip filler. Hey, if I want to get lip filler, I'm gonna get lip filler, and that's not your problem. That's my problem, and that's what I want to do. But when we leave those nasty comments to other people about their appearance, I'm like, that's awful. But then I was like, how did I just really overline my lips today, or why does it look like I have so much? I've never had lip filler. But again, it goes back to, if I want it, then if I want to do anything with my body, whether it's cut my hair or get plastic surgery, that's my decision, you know, from big to small. It's my decision what I want to do. And I feel like it's really hard because it's like you feel pressured both ways though, because I've also been told that I should get lip filler, you know? I've been told that I need a nose job. I've been told all of these different things. And so it's like there's some people who feel like you need to look a certain way, but then there's people where it's like, so then, you know, people do get the lip fillers and they do get this done because, you know, because they want to do it. But at the same time, I'm sure all of these comments coming into them, I'm sure that has to play a part. I'm sure that it does, you know. I'm not speaking for anybody, but you know, I'm sure that has something to do with it, especially being on social media, and I can see being in the beauty community, needing to look a certain way and whatnot. But then it's like they do, and then it's, oh my gosh, she got lip filler and she's just trying to fit in. She has too much lip filler. She's too overdone, this and that, blah, blah, blah. It's just like, again, it just goes back to, you can't win, you know? You can't win. It's either your lips are too big, your lips are too small, your eyes are too big, your eyes are too small, your nose is too big, your nose is too small. I mean, it's just, it's straight up body shaming. But we see it every single day. We see it every single day. And that's hard. It's hard. I say it a lot and I always feel really old when I say this, but I'm really glad that I didn't have social media when I was like in middle school, high school. I don't know how. It's one of the things that scares me about, you know, possibly becoming a parent in the future. I'm like, how do you parent for stuff like this? Because you hear, oh, hey, Lisa. You hear such sad, you just hear sad things. It's crazy, but. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, Anna says that body shaming is just rude. Who gives anyone the right to discuss how you look? Yeah, it really is. I mean, you can't win. Oh yeah, so Amy says the yucky comment yesterday that you snapped, that was ridiculous. I put it on my Snapchat, but someone wrote in on the video, I think it was about my cult favorite makeups, and I had a very like pastel eye look on and a bright pink lip, and someone said, how often do you actually go out in public in makeup like that? And she had previously left another comment that was something like, I can't remember what the other comment was, but it was something about like professionals wouldn't wear this kind of makeup. Well, I work from home, so I don't go into a corporate setting, so it wasn't like I was doing a makeup tutorial of how to how to dress for work and, you know, all of these things. It wasn't any sort of tutorial. It's just the makeup that I wanted to wear that day. So this person had already left a nasty comment, and I deleted it, and then she made another comment of how often do I actually go out in public like that? Anytime I want. I went out to dinner that night with my husband with my pastel makeup on and my bright pink lip, went to a friend's house. That's what I want it to look like. That's what I'll look like. Like, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter what I want to look like. It just because I don't look like what you want me to look like. Why does that matter? You know? Lynette says, I wish someone would tell me my lips were too plump. LOL, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Haley says, I would not do well with that one mean comment and I'd be a crying heap. It's definitely hard. I mean, you do have to have a thick skin to be on social media, and that was something I realized, you know, very quickly when starting the book blog and like getting on Twitter and things like that. It was definitely something that I realized right away. And I mean, I feel like over time and over the years, I truly just feel like it's just like getting worse and worse. But that's why I always try to encourage, you know, I try to do like my very small part in encouraging just doing, like leaving some sort of positive comment if you can every day, whether it be on YouTube or any other form of social media, or just someone that you see in person. Can you text someone and tell them that you know, you hope that they have a good day? Just anything, because I feel like it's so easy to spread the negativity and to spread the nasty comments. And, you know, let's just all try to do our part in trying to leave some sort of positivity every single day. That's what I think. That's what I think. I don't mean, like, I don't want to like try to like, I don't want it to sound like I'm being like really preachy and stuff, but this is stuff that I truly think about every single day, that goes through my mind every single day. Beauty Addict Next Door, Alex, she says, it's sad that at a certain point you just expect the negative comments to come your way. I just tell myself that it's not me, it's them. Yeah, it is. That's sad. Joe says, people who leave comments like that are just unhappy with their own looks and have low self-esteem. That definitely could be it too. That definitely could be it. Which sucks, you know? I feel like that sucks. Let's see. My comments just kind of skipped around again. Which really, like, it's kind of making me sad that I see a lot of comments in here about, like, wanting to start YouTube or wanting to start something. But a lot of you guys are saying that you are scared because of the negativity. I feel like that's really, I feel like that is just really sad that people have to be too afraid to, like, chase after their dreams or, you know, go after their goals because of all of these pressures. That's really sad, honestly. Brittany says, social media would have caused me so many issues. I already struggled with low self-esteem and body issues. I think it would have been bad and I wouldn't have been able to overcome my insecurities. That's true. It's so scary for me to think because it's just scary for me to think about having social media, like, even as a teen. That scares me, man. I don't know how the kids do it these days. I don't have kids, so I don't know, like, are they just used to it? I don't know, man. It's hard. So Randy asked, do you feel pressured to be like the big YouTubers? Do you feel pressured to have to be like them or to want to be different than them? That's a good question. Do I feel pressured to be like the big YouTubers? Kind of in a way, which is something that I also think is interesting because, you know, because I was talking about when I had, like, the red wall, you know, I would get so many comments of, you know, my background looks ridiculous and all these things, and, you know, I need to have the white walls, and, you know, I need to be like the big YouTubers with the white walls or get the backgrounds or all of that. And it was kind of an interesting thing because when we moved into this house 4 years ago, this is an office and it had the red wall and I hated it. Like, when we moved in, I was like, why do they have a red wall? I always felt like I was in a cave, and it had been on our list since day one to repaint this office. And especially for me, especially in the winter time, it would just, you know, we would go without sunshine for days and days in Iowa, and then I'm sitting in a red room that just makes everything darker, just going crazy. So it had always been on our list to paint this room. But then it was funny because I would get the comments saying, like, oh, you need to paint your room. And I almost kind of did that, like, well, I'm not going to paint my room. like it was almost like I was like, I'm not going to paint my room just because people want me to paint my room. I'm going to have a red room till we move out of here. And then I'm like, no, you don't want a red room. You've wanted to paint this office for a very long time. Like, just, so it was kind of funny because I almost kind of, like, flip-flopped it around, like, type of thing. I did the same thing with my brows. People always got mad at me when I didn't do my brows, and instead of, like, continually trying to learn, I was like, I'm just not gonna do my brows then. like that's my response to things, which is not good. But obviously we did end up painting, which is so funny because Mitch walked in here the other day and he's like, it looks so much better in here. Like, why did we wait so long to do that? And I'm like, I don't know. But yeah, so it's like you feel pressured to have, like, the stark white background and, like, all these, the Alex 9 drawers and all of that, definitely. But then at the same time, people are like, you know, you need to, like, be yourself, you need to be your own person. And a lot of people are like, it's 2017, and I feel like we're supposed to be embracing our differences and how we're not all the same. Yet at the same time, you get so many comments of, you need to be the same. You need to have the same background, you need to make the same videos, you need to look the same, you need to do your brows the same. I mean, someone actually commented on my Instagram once and said, why don't you do your eyebrows like all the other Instagrammers do? I'm like, I didn't realize we had to all look the same. That seems weird, right? Like, why do we all have to be the same? So it's, I don't know, it is kind of like, it is kind of like you feel pressured to have the same background and setup as all these other ones, but at the same time, like, trying not to lose your identity. And I remember like talking to my husband about painting the office and whatnot, and he was like, just please don't paint it white. And I was like, oh, I would never paint my office white. Like, I need some sort of color in here, you know, type of thing. And I wasn't going to lose that just so I could like fit in with other people. Or, you know, people always tell me, oh, you just need to get like the sparkly backdrops. I'm like, I don't want a sparkly backdrop. I don't have any place to put it. Like, where would I, this office isn't that big. Where are we going to store all these backdrops and things and then setting them up? Like, I film every single day. I don't have time to have a whole production in here. Like, that's not going to work. But yeah, that's what I think there. Okay. Aries is going crazy with her cave. Isn't makeup and beauty supposed to be different and individualized? Yeah, that's what I think. Like, we're supposed to have our own, we're supposed to just be our own people, especially now, especially how far we've come. It's just weird that people want to see us as like robots to each other. It's very strange. It's very strange. Let's see. I feel like another pressure that I have, I know we're at the 15-minute mark, but this was one that I wanted to talk about too. I feel like another pressure that I have with having like a beauty YouTube channel is I feel a lot of pressure to buy a lot of makeup. But then at the same time, it's like I feel pressured not to buy a lot of makeup. And like, how do I explain this? Maybe that's funny. So especially because I post my Will I Buy It's every single Wednesday, and I talk about the new makeup releases and which ones I'm gonna buy and which ones I'm not gonna buy. And I get so many comments, and I typically talk about 4 items in each video. I typically, or when there's videos where I'm not gonna buy any of the 4, I get so many comments of like, oh, there she goes again, not buying any makeup. Why does it bother you? Why does it bother you how much makeup I'm buying? Why does it bother you what I'm spending my money on? Yeah, maybe I didn't buy any makeup this month because I had to spend hundreds of dollars painting my office and buying all the supplies for it. Maybe I can't buy makeup this month. Like, sometimes I just can't buy a lot of makeup. I mean, I don't know why it's other people's business of what I spend my money on in general. But B, why it bothers people so much when I say that I'm not going to buy makeup. But then at the same time, if I do a haul video and I show all the makeup I bought from Sephora and Ulta, it's, oh my gosh, you see how much makeup she bought? She is so materialistic. Can you believe she just wasted all her money on all that makeup? Oh my gosh. It's like, like you can't win. You can't win. Like, it's wild. That's a big pressure, because it's like, yeah, I feel pressure to buy the makeup, but at the same time, I feel pressure to not buy too much makeup, because then people are going to get mad at you either way. It's interesting. Yeah, if you said you were going to buy everything, oh, I lost the comment. Ah, shoot. Yeah, Sarah says it's a catch-22. It definitely is. Oh my gosh, BabsBeauty is here. Let me try to look nice. Oh, goodness. BabsBeauty, hi, one of my favorite channels. Hello. She says, people say they like originality, but look at the top influencer, same slang, same Cartier bracelet, same Gucci bags. People seem to like to watch gurus who portray a fantasy lifestyle. It's true. It is. It's so true. Thank you for coming here, BabsBeauty. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Try not to like freak out too much. Trying to like keep it together, you know? Okay, just keep it together, Sam. You can do it. Jaclyn Rice says, I get so much hate on my hauls and people tell me I don't have any sense and I'm wasting all my money. Like, yeah, it's great. I mean, I feel like I've never had people care so much about what I've never had people care so much about where my money goes. I feel like people on YouTube care more about how I spend my money than my husband does, and we have a joint bank account. Like, they have to really they have to tell me what to spend my money on and what not to spend my money on and all this stuff. Like, it just is, it's so strange to me. But yeah, that's a big pressure. And I feel like another pressure is PR stuff. We had a very interesting conversation in Snapchat today about PR and whatnot, and why people get so angry over PR packages and all that stuff. But it's like weird because I feel a pressure to review. Like, people always want to see these reviews. I get asked to review every single big release, every single one. I can't buy every single release out there. It's just, it's not in the realm of possibility. But I get asked to review all of these things, and then when I get so lucky to be able to be on some of these PR lists and get some of these packages, and then I review them, people are like, doesn't matter, you got it in PR. Don't believe a word you're saying. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do then? Like, how do you win? How do you win there? Like, I can't, like, I don't know. You can't win there either, because people always angry about PR, which might actually be next week's live topic. If you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I'm @BySamanthaMarch, and I will do a poll. I usually do them on Tuesdays, but I have an idea for next week's chat, and it'll be ish similar to this one. BabsBeauty says, you'll never be able to win, unfortunately. I feel a pressure to buy legit everything and do a snap haul every day. Reality is I can't afford that, and I already have way too much makeup. Well, your snap hauls are like the best ever of life. You literally made me like scream last night at stuff, BabsBeauty. I was watching your snaps like late at night, and all of a sudden you said I watched Samantha March. I was like, Mitch! He comes running in my office like, what? What happened? That happened. That happened last night. But yeah, it's true. They want to see us buy everything, but they don't want to see us actually buy anything. They want to see us review everything, but we can't get anything in PR because then our reviews don't count. It's a never ending vicious cycle. It just really is. Let's see. I always skip around my comments. BabsBeauty says you watch my belly bites. Thank you. Oh, thank you. My comments keep skipping around. I can't see everything. Yeah, I hope the PR subject gets voted on for next week, because I feel like, especially about Snapchat today, I've never taken so many notes on Snapchat than I have today from all you guys, and learning so much. It's been super interesting. But okay, sorry, I thought I saw another question about feeling pressure. Hold on. Yeah, Liz says, I never understand why people get so angry about YouTubers getting PR. I see it as motivation to work harder and get there someday. That's true too. When we had the chat about PR, a lot of people said that they think people... sorry, my comments always skip around so much. It drives me crazy. I know a lot of you guys are saying, like, you know, you can't win over everyone, and it's true. I mean, it's definitely true. You can't win them all. And it's just kind of something that you have to, I don't know if I want to say, it sucks because I feel like every single night when I go to bed, I feel like I have let someone down. And that's hard, and it's something that it's almost hard to deal with. There's so many nights where before I go to sleep, I cry. Because I feel like I let somebody down. I didn't do good enough for somebody. And it's because you get these comments and these messages basically telling you every day how you failed in some way. And that's all just stuff on social media. And then you got to think about your real life too. Like, oh yeah, I remembered to text my brother today, but I forgot to call my mom. Or I remembered to text this friend and make plans, but oh my gosh, I forgot to text this friend back. Like, it's hard. I legitimately feel like someone's feed is very bad. Okay, so we're at an hour, so we're going to wrap it up anyways. Sorry that it's getting so choppy. But thank you to everyone who came by for the live chat. I'm sorry that my streams always get disrupted by YouTube, but I feel like that's a really bad thing to end on because it's, you know, I feel like that's a really bad thing to end on. So maybe YouTube cut that part out because that was kind of negative to end the stream on. But, you know, to wrap it up, there's a lot of pressures being on YouTube and being on social media. There's a lot of pressures every single day. You know, not feeling good enough and feeling like you have to be a certain way. But at the same time, social media and starting a blog 8 years ago completely changed. It's a little girl. It's allowed me to have friendships with people all over the world, with people that I would, you know, not meet had it not been for social media. And I appreciate that so much. So there's a lot of bad in social media, but there's a lot of good at the same time.